Hey guys, what's going on? Today I want to have a quick look at the head drain that I've got for my RB25. Alright, so you've heard all the rumours. Everybody knows that RB25s have a few oiling problems, one of which is the fact that under high RPM or sustained high RPM, oil tends to pool in the head. It can't get out and drain back down into the sump where it's needed for the oil pickup to be able to pick it up, pump it through the engine, protect your bearings, all that sort of stuff. So there's a few common ways to overcome that, one of which is simply overfilling the sump or going a bit further and running an extended sump. But one of the probably cheaper and most popular options is to just install a head drain. So I'm pretty lucky in this sense. My motor is already out of the car because I know that a lot of cars that these RB25s come in, there's not a lot of room at the back because there's a firewall here plus your heater hoses, and you know, there's just no real room to get into the engine bay and get that done. I think some people may have figured out how to do that. This isn't a video like that. This is a video for your engine is sitting on a stand like this and you've got all the room in the world, all the time in the world to get it done easily. So the reason that I went with the Hi Octane kit is purely because there's no drilling and tapping involved. It simply makes use of this one threaded hole over here on this side. It doesn't use this hole at all. So all we have to do is tap out this plug, insert the head drain with a little bit of RTV around the edge, and screw in one screw into this already threaded hole, and we're good to go. So then we just attach our AN10 fitting to the bottom of that head drain, which has a little AN10 threaded port on it, and then we can route the hose around the engine whichever way we want back to return it. So since my engine was already apart, I got a mate of mine to drill out a hole in my sump and weld in a new AN10 fitting just above the oil level. And for my situation, I've chosen the intake side. The reason for that is there's already so much happening on the exhaust side of these engines and on my engine. I just wanted to keep it clean and just route it around to a spot where there isn't other stuff happening, and it's relatively easy to get to anyway. And so you can see this extra AN10 fitting just under there. So that's where I'm going to connect my head drain hose to. And you can see it sits very high in the sump, well above the oil level. So we shouldn't have any problems with drainage. So then we're simply going to tap this plug out with a hammer and you'll see what happens. So there you go, easy as that. Just knock out the plug, yank it out, and try not to lose it inside the head. That would be bad, but that's out. Now let's go and get some RTV around the new head drain, and we'll pop that into that hole. So I don't want to put too much on here, but I'm very aware that I probably have put too much on here, but that's okay. We'll fix that up. Alright, so we've got our RTV all around there. Now all that's left is to press it into the hole in the head. Hole in the head sounds like a good name for a band. Alright, so now that's been pressed in. I've screwed the screw in there by hand. Just going to tighten it up with an Allen key. And there we go. It's as easy as that. And so now all I have to do is get a AN10 right angle fitting, swing it that way, around the engine, buy some AN10 hose. I've probably got some lying around, and I'll connect that to the corresponding fitting on the sump.